Awesome. Okay, so we're recording. Hey team, it is our June call. We have one team call every single month, and this is it. The first Tuesday of every month. This week is busy though. Those of you that are part of our Business Builders Wolfpack, we met last night, and then tonight we're having our team call, and then tomorrow night, I know you probably just saw this, but we have Jericho, a team call, a joint team call with Diesel Nation and a lot of the different teams in Team Beachbody with Jericho McMatthews, and that's all about the launch of Morning Meltdown 100. And so definitely try to be on that. It'll be recorded. We'll get a recording to that. There's a lot going on this week. So it's at 8:20 is a random time at 8:20 tomorrow night Eastern time. I think that they're trying to give Jericho a little bit of break probably before her next call. So it's kind of at an odd time, but we'll make it happen. I think it's going to be well worth it. Usually those are pretty right on 30 minutes and that's it. You know, so usually she comes with the content she wants to share, so it shouldn't be anything that's super long, but it will definitely be something that'll be fun to be a part of. There'll be a lot of energy and a lot of great information. So I just want to make sure that you guys are I want to start our call and in the midway point, just kind of share what our vision is as a team. I know we have a lot of new coaches on our team, a lot of coaches who are ready and eager to get their businesses started. And you're part of the Fit Fighter Nation, which is a 5-time elite team, which means we have really successful coaches on our team. We have a lot of leaders on our team. We are a veteran team that's changing a lot of lives. And so you're in the right place. And one of the things that we like to say as coaches, especially on this team, is that we believe in others before they believe in themselves. We connect people to fitness and nutrition programs. You know, we help people with their self-care, but more importantly, we help them rise up to live their best, most confident lives. And that's what we get to do as coaches. Why our name is the Fit Fighter Nation is because we fight for what we believe in, and we fight for our dreams. We fight for other people, and we do it afraid. Okay, we don't need to know all of the answers. We have Google for that. We have the Coach Online office for that. All we know is that we need to believe deep down to our core that we can help other people if we connect them to our solutions. And so tonight, part of the purpose of us gathering every single month is so that we can kind of keep the momentum going, ignite our fire, get some new ideas, hear from some coaches on our team who are doing some amazing things. It's a chance for us to just gather and move forward full steam ahead in the next month, okay? So I'm going to go over some announcements tonight. I'm going to do some celebrations, and then I'm going to start with a little bit of focus for you guys for June and some things that are on my heart. And then I'm going to pass it over to Courtney, who's going to just tell you some things that are working for her right now. So it's going to be really good, okay? At any point in time, if you want to pop anything in the chat box, go for it. Any questions, any shout outs, anything like that, that is there for you to fill it up if you want to. As I'm going through announcements, if you want to recognize any of your teammates in the chat box that are on tonight or for any of their accomplishments, go for it, because that's always fun to see the chat box lighting on fire. So I already told you about our call tomorrow night. If you're part of Fit Wars, will you raise your hands? Raise your hands. Yes, yes. You guys, we announced an individual challenge that started yesterday. So we had some teams kind of fall apart. We have some of you guys that just kind of fell back on your journey. And so we want you to know you still have a place in the Fit Wars. And so we also have an individual challenge going too. So there's a chance to win as an individual, but also still as a team. Our individual winners will get some tank tops. I feel like everybody loves swag on this team. So you're going to get a shirt that says Fit Wars Champ on it. Okay, if you finish. And that all started yesterday. So even if you're hearing this for the first time, jump in and start logging your points into the tracker. Okay, so it matters. Your journey matters. Okay, you're not on this journey alone. Okay, you have this huge team supporting you no matter what happened with your Fit Wars team. I don't know what happens sometimes with people. I want to let you know that the deadline to get your ticket to Coach Summit is June 14th. So if that's something that's still like in the back of your mind, should I go or should I not? You really do have an urgent deadline at your hands to make this decision. Show of hands, who's going to Summit? Anybody here on this call gonna, oh yay, you're gonna come from Colorado. I'm so excited that you guys are going. So this is something, it's in Indianapolis, which is for the most part like the home state for our team and where we started. Rachel Hollis is our keynote speaker. You get to work out with super trainers. It's like amazing, incredible content is going to be given to you. It's just going to be wonderful. There's probably teammates who have room in their hotel rooms, so if you are wanting to go and you want to, bunk up with some people to save some money on hotel rooms, put it out there on the team page. We actually have, within the team page, we have an event for Summit where you can see everybody who's going, and you can see all the things that we're doing as a team at Summit as well. So if you're going to Summit, make sure you RSVP going to the event of Summit on the team page, on the Fit Fighter Nation page, so you can stay in the loop. And that's really how we'll communicate at Summit as well, on the event page. Okay, so make sure that you do that. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you? Right now in the month of June, all of our top challenge packs are, hey, turn that off, sister. You can't let's watch a video on YouTube while I'm doing a team call, okay? All right, all of our challenge packs are $20 off. And so I just feel like this is incredible. So you can connect people to Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, all kinds of amazing challenge packs. Make sure that if you haven't taken time to just look in our shop and look at the packs that we have completion packs that are on sale, challenge packs, deluxe packs, like all kinds of packs. And everything that's, I think, 150 and higher is $20 off. So there's really it's the most amazing deal on a total solution I've ever seen in my entire life. So please know that. But what I wanted to show you guys really quickly is how we do have, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share this. Okay, so is that what I wanted to show you? No, this one. Okay, hold on. So we do have 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme challenge packs. Okay, so this is super cool. And I wanted to show you this because these are $20 off, and everybody's getting, I feel like 21-day fix is the gateway program. But what I wanted to do is show you this landing page for the 21-day fix. This is in the shop. If somebody clicks on the 21-day fix challenge packs, and you are going to get all the info that you would need to share with someone if you are wanting to explain to them what you get or what this program's all about. Because sometimes we are like, yeah, I don't know how to answer those questions. Well, everything's here. And I love this pack. And let me show you why. You're getting the fitness. You're not only getting the older 21-day fix, but you're getting the new one. So they're actually getting two programs in one, old 21-day fix and the new real time. So you're getting all of this. You're getting the portion controlled container system. You're not getting all of UPF, Ultimate Portion Fix, but you are going to get the nutrition plan, and you are going to get the container. So that's huge too, okay? Because the Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack does not come with the containers or the Portion Fix meal plan, but this one does. I feel like this is the best solution, you guys. They're able to choose between Shakeology and or performance. Okay, there's all kinds of testimonies you can read through and share. There's really great info here. But when you keep scrolling down, you'll see all the different solutions, all the different packs. Okay, notice what they are. Okay, look at this, you guys. Deluxe Challenge Pack, 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme, Beachbody On Demand with Shakeology and performance, $230, saves $170. Mind blown, okay, by everything that they get with that pack. I cannot believe it. You're set up for forever and ever. Okay, what makes it unique for 21-day fix is you're getting 21-day fix meal plan and fix extreme. You're also getting the 3-day quick start is what they call it, and you're getting containers. You're getting everything. I love this pack right now. Now, I love UPF. I love it. But I feel like, man, people are getting so much with this. Okay, so I just want to show you these packs are here. Okay, this is something new. But I also want to show you how they're these completion packs. So if somebody already has BOD, they can fill in the blanks with the rest of it. But I love this too. We have a lot of people that we work with that don't have Wi-Fi, that live with really bad cell reception. Okay, and so they can still buy DVDs. Okay, love it. All right, so there's always a solution for somebody. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention because I think this is really cool. Okay, so many opportunities to connect people to a solution. Accessory bundles, not a challenge pack, it's okay. Get them what they need to get started on their journey. They could just get the DVDs only and get a Shakeology challenge pack, with 3D refresh or something like that. There's a lot of options here. So I just wanted to make sure that you saw that. The other thing that I'm super pumped about is that if anybody have 2B Mindset, did you buy 2B Mindset? They just uploaded new summer recipes to this program. So if you've already purchased 2B Mindset and you own it, make sure you go check these summer recipes. They're super cool. Okay, so some new awesome resources for you to share with your challengers, for you to use in your home. I love this recipe, deconstructed peanut butter and jelly. Like, there's some good recipes here for you to start trying and using over the summer, but this is just like as the programs update and as they add new things, if you've already purchased it, you get it. So it's really fun. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew this. Okay. All right. So the next thing that I wanted to do was to make sure, I'm going to stop my screen share, is just to shout out our coaches who have really been killing it. Okay, and so in the month of May, we just had some really awesome success with our team. And we had some coaches that were just doing an awesome job, and they achieved what we call Success Club. They changed 3 lives or more, and that's a corporate benchmark. And we had Courtney on here. She had Success Club 22. Sarah Morris with 10, Erica Buzzard with 10, Casey Withers with 10, Shannon Daly with 10. I think we had like over 20 coaches in Success Club. Megan Harrell with 8, Mimi with 8. Awesome girl, you crushed it. Christina with 8, Anna Rambarger with 8, Lindsay Rort 6, Erin Sump 6, Natalie Johnson 6, Heather Bird 6, and Heather advanced to Diamond last month. Love it. Christina Martin 6, Gabrielle Baker 6, Abigail Wilgren 6, Amanda Browning 6. I think that may have been Amanda's first time in Success Club, right? Is that right, Amanda? Where are you, sis? I thought I saw you on here. Maybe she left us. Oh, she's muted. Okay, she's probably taking care of a babe. Okay. First time for her. Lisa said that's amazing. Renee Hart was 6, Mary Comparto was 6. I know that happened at the end of the month too. Anitra Calvert was 6, and that was her first time too. Lindsay Smith with 5. Ashley was popping out a baby pretty much. I mean, like, it's so amazing, and I'm just so proud of you guys, and I want you to know that. We've talked about on the Wolfpack call some other measures of success and volume that we'll be talking about more there, but we just had a lot of great coaches do some incredible things in the month of May. I'm really proud of our Wolfpack coaches. So if you guys have not heard of the Wolfpack yet, but the Wolfpack is our extension of the team page for coaches wanting to build the business, wanting to change lives, wanting to earn an income, learn more about volume, learn more about business building behaviors. And so just make sure that when you're ready, or if you're ready right now, that you join the Wolfpack, because that's where there's more energy going into building the business. And the team page is more of the general information and the fun and the announcements and things like that. So I posted a link maybe yesterday on how to join the Wolfpack page. Okay, so make sure that you do that. I would definitely want to make sure that all of you new coaches, if you're on here tonight or you watch this recording, that you know that if you go over to the team page and you click on learning or units, they keep changing it on me, there's a whole unit for you as a new coach. A new coach welcome, just some great resources to help you get started as a new coach. And that might be something that you want to check out if you haven't done that. And as you add new coaches, direct them over to that new coach unit so that they can get a feel and a vibe for some of these new lessons that we like to share with our new coaches. There's some great resources that new coaches get from Beachbody, but we like to welcome them to the page in our own unique way as well. Okay. Whew. Announcements over, celebrations. Okay. All right. So you guys, I've been thinking so much about this, and I have a focus for our team for the month of June, maybe all summer, but I like to look at this month by month, and it's hashtag start with something. Hashtag start with something. I don't have a PowerPoint, nothing like that. You just have to look at me tonight. Okay. Start with something. And the joys of having a dog. There's people walking. Okay. And here's why I say that is that we are a Success Club driven team culture. Team Beachbody is Success Club driven. That's how we recognize our coaches, and that's how we view success. But I also believe there's so many other, will you close that door, sweet girl, to the office, please? Thank you. I also believe that there's so many other measures to success. Changing lives is a huge success, and it happens in so many different ways in our business. Connecting someone to Beachbody on demand for 3 months is a huge success and huge win because we've started someone down the path, right? Getting someone some Energize in their hands is always a big success, okay? Getting someone a free trial to Beachbody on demand, or just a free membership to be a part of your community, is a success in my opinion. And so it may not be a challenge pack. It may not end in Success Club points, but it's something. It gets people in the door. It surrounds them with our tribe. It immerses them in our culture with, just this idea of giving without expecting anything in return, meeting people where they are right now, getting them started on the total solution, maybe just one part of that path, but they have something. They started with something. And I want you to start looking at that as a win, because I can find myself talking to someone and almost like pushing the pack because it ends in points, right? And sometimes I get to feel like, ugh, and I'll be like, you know what, let's start over again. What do you need? How can I help you right now? How can I meet you where you are right now? And it may not end in a point or 2 points or whatever. And it's okay because I've started them with something. And I want you to give yourself permission all month long and all summer long to just, when you're talking to a person, to listen to what they need, meet them where they are and get them started with something. Okay. When someone says, no, that's too expensive, or gosh, I really don't have a lot of time right now, or it's just a busy season of life, or I'm going through a lot, brainstorm. How can I start them with something? How can I help them with something? Can I send them samples, packets of Shakeology to at least let them try it? Can I invite them over to my house to do a workout with me in my basement? Can I give them a free trial of Beachbody On Demand? Can I show them, well, okay, if you're not all in yet, you can get 3-month subscription to Beachbody On Demand. At least you can try some of the programs and products. Can I get them and can I send them a sample of recipes? Can I send them a couple recipes? What can I do to start them somewhere with something? #start with something. I want you to know that I always lead with a challenge pack, always. And I still will continue to do that, because I believe that if someone is going to get their best results and they're going to be on the path to success, they're getting a deluxe challenge pack. Like, that's what I believe in. I believe in a deluxe challenge pack, and I will always lead with that when I hear what someone needs and what they're struggling with, because I believe in fitness. I believe in nutrition. I believe in the performance products like none other. I believe in putting skin in the game, because I had to put skin in the game and buy a $205 challenge pack for me to actually finish it, because I was buying $8 DVDs and $10 DVDs from Target, and that was nothing to me. It was small potatoes. But when I invested, I went all in. And so I believe in putting skin in the game. I believe in the total solution, but everybody else may not be ready or there yet. And I don't want you to leave people behind because they didn't get a challenge pack. People need you more than ever right now, and they need to believe in something, and they need someone to believe in them. And so get a yes from people. I want that to be your goal. Get some kind of a yes. Maybe they say no to whatever it is that you offered, then ask yourself, how can I get a yes? How can I start them with something? Okay, and I want your wheels to start turning. I think Courtney's going to fill in some blanks. I'm not quite ready yet, Courtney, but it's going to lead there, right? Okay, but I want you to see each person that you talk to, every person you write down on your list, as a life that you can change, not as a challenge pack that I can sell, or a point that I can earn, or a commission that I can make. Because if I know anything, that if I just show up to a conversation ready to give without expecting anything in return, it always feels right, and it always goes well. And well doesn't always mean yes and ends in a challenge pack sale. But if I show up to a conversation ready to listen, ready to give, ready to learn, ready to receive where someone is right now, it always ends well, right? Even if they say no, but thank you so much for thinking of me, I'll say, well, girl, can I get you plugged into at least a free trial so you can try this? Or why don't you join my free community, Erin's Fit Club? I'm always dropping recipes. I'm always giving workout advice or quick workouts for you on the go. Join my free community there. I'm letting people in my life and my tribe, and then they're there in my free community where I can then keep continuing to build the relationship with them. So I want you to think about that. So I have a goal for you guys in the month of June, and I believe that goals are meant to stretch us, and I believe that goals are meant to push us in the direction of good, in a higher goal, or maybe a higher vision that we're trying to achieve. And I would love for you to make it a goal to start 10 people with something this month. 10 people. Maybe you've never sold 5 challenge packs that end in 10 Success Club points, right? Or 10 challenge packs that end in 20 Success Club points. Who cares? Start 10 people with something. Do that in the month of June. Free trials, free communities, recipes, whatevs, workout clubs, whatever you want to make it. And I want to let you in on that because I'm not an all-in buyer the first time I walk into a store or see a product. I'm not I would never go to a Road and Fields party and buy the whole pack that I need for my entire face line. I'd buy maybe one or two products. And I'm like, my skin's kind of sensitive. I need to try it out. May not like it. It may stink. I may not love, whatever. I don't always use things consistently. I'm going to, whatever. And so I don't always buy the whole shebang when I show up to buy something for myself because I'm not quite a believer yet. Okay. I'm a little skeptical, a little kind of, whatever. When the first time I walked into my favorite boutique, the Little Gypsy, I bought nothing, but the owner welcomed me with open arms and said goodbye when I left. Thanks for stopping in. I got a good vibe. I went back in the next time, right? Bought a pair of earrings, bought Avery a necklace. She welcomed me with open arms. She wasn't like, oh, she's the girl that doesn't buy anything, right? I was kind of checking them out, figuring them out. Now, like, I could spend my entire paycheck in that store, and the owner's one of my best friends, right? It takes me a while to figure out if this is what I need, if this is a good investment, if this is the place I want to belong. And so just in the same way, think about it this way too. Casey Withers on our team, who's been in Success Club like 4,000 times, okay? When she started working with me, she was one of my first, I would say in the first year, she joined me as a customer. She didn't buy a challenge pack. She bought Insanity DVDs only, and she bought her Shakeology from eBay for about a year. And I was like, oh, and it was like drove me crazy, but she found it cheaper. And she was just like, but I still welcomed her. I wasn't like, she didn't buy a challenge pack. She's cheap, nothing like that. Like, I was like, she's rocking Insanity. She was rocking Insanity, showing up in the challenge group like a boss. She was a teacher like me. I would go to Southern Indiana. She'd take Insanity classes from me when I would do them at a friend's gym. And she became a great friend. And then she decided to be a coach. And then she bought a challenge pack later, maybe a year later. Okay. But I did not let her in my challenge group. I didn't judge her. I wasn't like hands off. You got to buy Shakeology from me before I can work with you. She bought one thing from me in like a year, right? It didn't matter because now Casey's the top producer on our team and changing lives like crazy. Okay. I invested in her because whatever, I was given without expecting anything in return. I knew that girl was going to be a rock star coach, but it had to be on her own time and her own terms. Erica. Okay. Erica. You know what she said yes to the first time with me? Working out with me after school in my classroom. Not a challenge pack. Not for a while. She worked out with me. She had to do the workouts with me to decide like, okay, yeah, that's something that I would like. She had to see and feel and process how this would look in her life first. She didn't buy Shakeology because she tried it for me first. I made her a sample of it and she's like, oh, okay, that's pretty good. Eventually, she bought a challenge pack and signed up as a coach. Okay. But her first yes to me was to work out with me in my classroom. And she wasn't even a good friend of mine at that point. We were acquaintances because of school. And so, but she said, yeah, I'll come work out with you in your classroom. That sounds like fun. So that was my first yes. I shared something with her. I shared a workout that she didn't even buy. I put the DVD in and we did it together and press play together. Jenny Fellows, her yes to me was letting me hand her a Shakeology packet. Okay, like that she did nothing with for 2 years. But I shared something with her. And 2 years later, as she was watching through my store window for 2 years, she finally decided to walk into the store. And so that's what I want you to realize is that it hasn't always, people aren't saying yes to the total solution right off the bat. But if we give without expecting, and if we share without expecting, and if we show up for people and let them feel and see the vibe that we have to give them, it's going to end up somewhere awesome. And that's why I believe in quality over quantity. You know, the people who walk into our store, I want them to feel your love and your support. And I don't want them to feel like they're a name or a number or anything like that. I want you to take care of them. I believe in that so much. It's what our team has been founded on. You know, Casey only said yes to fitness. Erica only said yes to a workout. And Jenny said yes to a packet. And now they're in the top 10 on our team, right? That's pretty freaking awesome. And I want you to keep that in mind. It gives me goosebumps to think about that. So, you know, on the same token though, I want you to also realize on the flip side of this, someone says, yeah, I'm in and they want that challenge pack. Why stop there? Girl, I love Energize. Girl, I love Recover. Beach bars are life, right? I mean, I don't know what I would do without 2 beach bars a day pretty much, right? So why are we stopping at the challenge pack as well? Be brave and share what you love. Be brave and share the products that are going to really help change someone's life. Why get someone started on a program if you're not even going to have them put a core comfort mat in their cart, because they need it with pretty much every workout that they're doing. So make sure that while we're sharing something, we're also making sure that we share everything and let them make the decision of what they end up purchasing that day. Because I will make all the, well, okay, you're going to do this. Well, here's the other products I use and I love, and here's why. Do you want me to add any of those to your cart? You can see what that looks like, that price tag looks like, and you can pick and choose and take anything in or out that you want to. But definitely that challenge pack is the minimum that you're going to need to get started. So, flip side of that too, think about that as well. Get people what they need. We're a team who believes in others before they believe in themselves. We get people started with a total solution, but we give without expecting anything in return, and we do it all afraid. We don't need to know all the answers. We don't need to have everything, in our back pockets. We just need to lead with our hearts. You guys, I want you to know that I love you to pieces. I really do. I show up here with so much energy and love for you, but I want you to, in the month of June, in the month of July, especially summer months, I want you to make sure you get out of the bleachers and you come onto the field with us. Get out of the bleachers and stop watching and wondering, like, how do they do it? What are they doing? I'm doing the same things that we're telling you to do, and I'm not doing it all day long, okay? I'm leading with my heart. I'm doing everything afraid. I'm not letting no's bog me down because I'm looking for a yes within the no, right? There's more things to share with people than just a challenge pack, and that's how we build trust and belief with other people. But I want you to know that I see, and I feel like it's a gift of mine that I'm seeing and discovering right now, is that I see so much potential in each of you. And it really does break my heart when I see you not living up to your potential and you let fear and doubt hold you back from doing what you truly should be doing. And I want you to know that. And so I believe that you were born to make an impact. I believe that you were made to be the star of your life. And I believe that you were born to do something amazing, and that you have a purpose bigger than you've ever realized right now at this point in your life. And I believe that this business and the people that you meet along the way and that you allow yourself to help will help you discover that purpose in your life that's so huge and so great and so amazing. You guys, I believe in you so much. I love you so much. Courtney is going to help connect this to something really tangible on how you can share something, start people with something, start with something, hashtag start with something. Okay, she's got the answer for you. And it's all about a free group. Okay, like seriously, we were rocking free groups when we started this business. And sometimes I don't really do them all the time, but I think this is going to benefit you guys hugely. And so she's going to help you learn more about what worked for her in May and how that has like paid off big time. And she's already at Success Club, more than Success Club. And she's just rocking it because she's created so much momentum on her team right now because of free groups. Okay, Court, so take it away, sister. I'm so glad you're here.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Yes? Awesome. I hope I'm not as sunburned as I look in the video. Hopefully it's the light, but I am on vacation right now. So thank you all for hopping on, and Erin, thank you for the inspiration and letting me share a little bit. So again, I'm Courtney. I must say, when I started this business, I've been a coach for 4 years. Actually, real quick, I was also one of those heck no, not going to drink the shake person too, so just so that you know that. And now I drink it every day. But anyhow, when I started this business, I actually joined in a handful of free groups. That was kind of how I started getting my feet wet and trying to figure out what this was all about. To be quite frank, I had done a few over the course of the years, but what I decided to do and what I want to share with all of you guys is one that I did recently that really, to be quite frank, it picked up my energy, but it also has paid dividends and is continuing to pay dividends. And so I want to share. Again, all of the things that I'm sharing with you are ideas. I'm going to go through and I'm actually going to show you some of the things in the group. What I want to make sure you realize is I built this group with my interests in mind, right? So this was built upon trying to attract people that kind of were my avatar, as we talk about, based on things that I love. So what I'm not sharing with you right now is you need to create a group just like this because this is what you need to do. No way. But what you can do is take the ideas and the things that I'm sharing, sorry about that, and the things that I'm sharing, think of how you can relate it to what you love, and then do the exact same thing. So again, my group that I just did was a 7-day free group, and it was called Burpees and Bubbly. Now, you may not like champagne, but if you follow my page, you know that I do. So what I was trying to do was to gauge and find interest from people that not only loved fitness, because that's my huge passion, but maybe liked wine or bubbly, because you know what? It's a heck of a lot easier. And then whether that be good or bad, it's a heck of a lot easier to talk to people about wine and bubbly sometimes than it is about starting a health and fitness program. Now, I will tell you, again, I am not telling you by any means that you need to drink if you don't drink, and I'm honestly not a big drinker either, but it's something that you can maybe combine in. So first, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show the group, and then I actually have a list of things that I actually did and some tips and tricks, so get your pen out. And what you can maybe do after this call is think, okay, how could I maybe combine in with somebody on my team or maybe multiple people and do something that combines in the interests that I have. I also tried out some new things. Now, keep in mind, if you are brand new, I don't expect that you're going to put all these tips and tricks into action in your first free group. One other thing I want to point out is, if you've never done a group or done a free group, you don't need to be complicated. If something that you love to talk about, for example, is fitness, maybe you want to do a squat challenge and literally post a squat type of thing to do every day. What I did in this one, because I've had years to kind of work through it, is I added in more to it. I collaborated with a couple of other people, and I made it a little bit more intense per se, but I will tell you guys, it has done amazing things for finding new people and being amazing. And as you can't see, I actually just opened my screen to share, and one of my friends shared their results, and they are amazing. So I got sidetracked. 1 second. Sorry, guys. It's awesome when you see results from people. All right, I'm going to share my screen. All right, hopefully this is going to work. I'm not a big technology person. Hold, please. I think at the very least you can see my screen and me trying to find my internet. 1 second. All right. Where you at? You see a blank screen? There we go. Can you guys see? All right, awesome. All right, now those are some awesome results though, right? Don't tell Linnea that you're all seeing them on the team call. Okay, she incredible results. That wasn't part of the plan, I promise, but look how cool. That's it. That's what we're doing. Okay, so Erin, can you give another head nod if you can see my screen? Awesome. Okay, so as you can see, the free group that I'm talking about right now is Burpees and Bubbly. So what I did just to start out is I created an event on Facebook. So what you're looking at right now is a group, so don't be confused. What I did to start kicking it off was actually create an event, because I use an event to be able to invite a lot more quickly and to be able to gauge interest. So if you don't know how to create an event, we won't go into that right now, but we can definitely teach and learn and share on the Fit Fighter page. Then I also created a closed group. So there's two schools of thought on free events. I do them both ways, but knowing that this one was going to be a little bit more intense, and that and intense is not, I mean that in a positive way, but was going to be more people and was going to be an opportunity for people to share a little bit more. I did move it from an event, which is public, so anything that people post in it, generally speaking, all of Facebook could see, to a closed group once they committed to the event. You do not have to do it that way. I have done it both ways. I've done it where I created an event and then I run the free event within the event, or you can do it by way of closed group. I will tell you the pros of doing it within a closed group, as long as the individual turns on their notifications, is they're more likely to see the daily posts. In a public event, they may or may not see it. So your engagement may not be as high. It really depends on what you'd like to see and what you'd want to do. So I created the event. I promoted the event in regards to sharing it. Another rule of thumb, if you are to share an event on Facebook, you can surely do that. I do that sometimes. You can literally click share, but Facebook doesn't show them very much. So you're not going to come onto the top of people's newsfeed with sharing the link to your event as much as maybe we wish. So what I oftentimes do in something that's even to join any challenge, but for this particular event, is I took the graphic. So you see this graph as an example, or sometimes I put a random quote about champagne or something about burpees, and then made a post on my newsfeed that said, hey, want to join my free group? Drop a heart below. Obviously, that's what I tend to do, or whatever. Drop an emoji below, and I'll add you to the free group. That's probably the best way to get the engagement on Facebook, as opposed to just sharing the event. So again, to repeat, I create the event. I continuously post on my newsfeed about joining in. For this particular event, I actually shared this one for 3 weeks before I started it. It was a long time, to be quite frank. It worked to my advantage. It doesn't mean you need to share it for that long. If you want to get something going a little faster, that's A-okay. But because I was collaborating with a couple of other people, that timing just worked out better right after Mother's Day. But for example, if you're thinking about June, we're still at the middle of June. So there's absolutely time to maybe even promote for a week or 2 weeks and still have your maybe 1.5 weeks, because what you want to do is have it done before the end of June, but you still have time to promote it and to share about it. So created the event, created the group. Once people said that they wanted to be going to the event, then they could be added to the group. Sometimes I added them. Sometimes I asked them if I could add them. I never added anybody to the group unless they gave me the permission to do so. I know that you probably all have been a part of something where you've been added to some group that you had no idea what it was. I personally don't love that. So I never add anybody into the group unless they've given me the permission to do so, by way of saying, I want to be in. Maybe I message them and say, hey, can I add you to the group? Or I send them the link to the group and they can request to join. So when you set up your particular group, there's an option where, again, if you haven't done this, we'll go into details, but there's an option to decide if people can request to join or if they're automatically added. I do request to join because then I get notification that they want to be in there. First of all, I don't get any creepers, because I'm not going to, I hate to say it, but there are creepers out there. Then I can just decline it if it's somebody that I have no mutual friends and I don't know who it is. Or I know that they're in there, so they have the choice to join in. Okay? I'll stop there. Any questions there? Again, just basically setting up an event and then setting up a group. I see head nods, so we're good. Okay. So I want to quickly get into the content. I can talk about this all day. So I mentioned that this one was a little bit more than just posting a challenge a day. What I want to show you, I'm actually in the group. First, I want to put it out there. I can share with you guys, or in FitFighter, the link to this group. It's now over. If you get it in there and steal, that's fine. Stealing is good. We like this in a good way. Or just read and see what it's about. But what I have in the announcements is really the rules of the road. So I think it's important in free groups for people to understand, what are they doing? Why am I here? And what's the incentive for being here? If you don't know me, you know that I do love gift giving. I think my love language is gift giving. Sometimes I argue with myself around that, but I love giving gifts. So for this particular challenge, I did have a daily winner every day out of the 7, and for completing the burpee challenge and then picking a raffle winner. So you don't have to do that. You could pick a winner at the end. You don't have to have winners. I will tell you, people kind of like prizes. So if you can throw in something like an Energize or something, that will help. But what we did is had a winner every day. So every morning there was a post with the burpee challenge, and I'll get in with you on what that was, because there's a important part on the burpee challenge. It wasn't just like do 25 burpees. So I'll explain that. I actually prepared every single post in advance. So if you're busy and crazy, probably like all of you, it's hard to post something at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. every single day. So I got them all set up before it even kicked off so that it showed up, and if I wasn't awake, that was fine. What you can also see here is once the burpee challenge was posted, each person had to comment below it. I announced prize winners daily. It was actually the morning after the burpee challenge, mainly because I go to bed really early. And then throughout, and this is key, is I remind people and continuously remind people that, yes, there'll be a burpee challenge, but there's going to be a lot more going on within the group. Because as you know, yes, the free group is to get somebody going and to get somebody started, and that's critical to what Erin said. But we also would love them to do a heck of a lot more when this is over. What I find, and I've talked to my team about this, is a lot of people, and myself included in the past, would do free groups, but unfortunately it ended after the 7 days of the free group. So great, you just handed somebody a whole bunch of great workouts or challenges or maybe recipes if you do a clean eating type of a group or whatever, or crock pot group, I've done that, or whatever it may be. But you never said anything about what's next. You never said anything about the products. You never said anything about the team. And then, yes, you got somebody started, but guess what? They might not move on from that. So that was posted in the announcement. So I made it very clear at the beginning. You need to make sure you know what you're doing here. So with that, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to skip past some of this because this is the end. I'll explain some of it, but you're probably noticing a couple things on here as I scroll, but I want to get to the heart of what the challenge was. Right now, you're seeing all the things I did after the challenge to get people to move to the next thing, right? So with that, I'm going to scroll. Sorry, guys. I want to get to one of the challenges. As you can see, this is a tip. You don't want to just post if it's a clean eating or a burpee challenge, the challenge. There's a lot of other things you can post in here. Obviously, this one was really based on also drinking champagne. I collaborated with a girl that I actually found on Instagram that's trying to start a business with workout gear. See those clothes right there? I actually found them and bought them. She reached out to me and asked if maybe I wanted to be there's a lot of ambassador things, so be a little careful there. But we became friends for a while. She actually ended up drinking Shakeology, and then we joined in together. So I bought these clothes. She did not give them to me, but 2 of the prizes were from her shop. So throughout, she would do some inspiration around drinking champagne. So I'm just giving you an example. You see some of the prizes. I promise I'm getting to the challenges, but I literally went to Target, the dollar section. You've probably seen some of these things. Every single prize had Shakeology, Beach Bar, and Energize in it. Every prize. And then I'd throw in some other notebooks and maybe a tank top. Like I said, I collaborated with a friend who owns her boutique. I also collaborated with a friend who sells Scout and Cellar wine. All right, here we go. This is what I was trying to get to. So this is the part that I get really excited about because I started doing it about, I want to say 2 years ago. Maybe it was a year and a half ago. So as you can see, what do you see showing up? You see Core de Force showing up. Every single day, I chose a burpee from a different Beachbody On Demand program. And what I literally did is took my phone and my TV and I videoed the burpee challenge. And what's really cool is, in this example, I was also talking about Shakeology. Notice that I throw in different things about our products too. But what I do is I talk about the particular program that the burpee is from in there. So you'll see, and again, you guys can get in here and you can copy and share. In this one, not only am I able to talk about Core de Force and how awesome Jericho is, oh, by the way, I can also talk about that she has a program coming, and oh, don't you want to learn a little bit more about that? What my real goal, that's my real goal, you want to learn. But in here, you see what the challenge was. In here, all I was really telling them is for 1 minute, you need to do this awesome uppercut sprawl burpee challenge, and once you're done, comment below. But before they even got a chance to see that, they read all about Core de Force. They read all about what's coming up. And in this particular example, it was Saturday, we talked about Shakeology. What you'll notice, and towards the end, it gets shorter. At the beginning, it probably had about 100 people. By the end, as you know, it gets shorter and shorter, or littler and little. I had 150 people in this one, which was, to me, really large for me. And people have to comment below once they're done. In there, I also collaborated with my own Heartstrong team and made sure that they were in there talking all about it too. Not to mention, I'd throw in things about, in this day, it was about Shakeology, things you can learn in the comments, because once they've commented, they start seeing it. I had people on our team show their Shakeology. Again, this is just a Shakeology example, but just kind of make sure, oh, there's some more Shakeology, throw it in. Make sure that they understand that it's more than just about the burpee. What you see is a whole bunch of GIFs and emojis and things. Oh, there's something you've probably seen before. Take a peek. Do you want to know what Shakeology is all about? Again, this is just the particular one I found. So every day there was something just like that. I'm going to show you one more just to give you an example. I really recommend, if you're going to do anything fitness, as opposed to just saying, hold a plank for a minute, do something that shows off bod. I will tell you, and since this challenge, I did it the day after Mother's Day, so that's May 20, whatever, 6th through, or May 20th through 27th. I hit SC22, guys. I haven't done that. I've done it one other time in my time as a coach in the 20s. It's because of this free group, and it's people that I followed up with during and after the group. That's going to be one of my tips, but throw in Beachbody On Demand. Let me show you just one more. All right. So this day we did 22-minute hardcore. I try to choose a whole bunch of different trainers because everybody kind of likes different trainers, right? And they can learn. So again, I talked about 22-minute hardcore. I mentioned that Tony Horton was the creator of P90X. For this one, it was 25 burpees. Also, it was Thirsty Thursday. So instead of focusing on maybe Shakeology and water, we focused on wine, and we gave away a $25 gift card to Scout and Cellar, which sells organic wine. I also am really big into helping other people build businesses that, clearly I don't want them to compete with Beachbody. You have to be smart with your business. But people really like wine. So it really helped me. So that, for example, this person won this gift right here. Notice they got the gift card, but they also got Shakeology. They also got a beach bar and other goodies. So I'll stop for a moment so that I can make sure that I answer questions. Let me go to the messenger. That's kind of the idea. So for 7 days, I had 7 challenges. I did throw in a few extras for kind of extra raffle entries, and that keeps people engaged in the group. But generally speaking, it's 7 different creative challenges using, in this example, 7 different programs that I could talk about from BOD. Alrighty, let me check chat real quick. I know I just talked a whole bunch. 1 second. All right, here we go. Oh, we just got to thank yous. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Any questions so far? I want to make sure, and then I'll go into a few more tips. Is this helping? You can see your faces now. Now, again, remember, I love fitness. I am not great at nutrition. So leading a group about recipes is hard for me. That's why I rely on my team, and then I join in. So I'll tell you what we're doing next. And it's all about summer wellness recipes, but you better believe I'm not leading it. I'm a part of it, and I'm inviting. But that's where you can find a friend or find a handful of friends and do this. I'll keep going real quick, and then I'll wrap up. You'll notice as I keep going through, there's fun things too. People want to have fun. People don't want workouts or anything to feel like it's too much work, else it's not fun. This was the shirt that we gave away. This was actually the inspiration for the group. I bought this shirt from the girl, and that's where the group actually came from. Coach Cecily, who's on my team, made the graphic. So the reason I share all of this is we do things as team, right? Because the more the merrier. So I assured that Team Heartstrong invited to this like a boss. And I made sure that if somebody had somebody in that group that they wanted me to shout out or something, I did that, or they hopped in and shouted out. The more the merrier in that way. Again, you'll see a lot of random quotes about drinking wine because people really like that. I'm just going to find one more thing on the kickoff, and then I'll do kind of the post after you do all this tips, because I think that's critical. Obviously, what we're trying to do is make people continue and enjoy what the accountability is all about. Give me 1 second, it's a little slow. And then we'll go to what do you do? Oh, here we go. I saw Sean T. There's some really good organic Prosecco if you like bubbly, just FYI. Hold on 1 second. Just one more, just to give you an idea, right? So in this particular example, I still use kind of the concepts from Challenge Group, Workout Wednesday as an example. In this one, obviously, there was the challenge they needed to do, but then I also asked them for an extra raffle, share why they worked out. So again, very similar to what we would do in a quote-unquote standard challenge group, but getting them used to that accountability and that camaraderie and sharing why you do things and understanding your why. Same exact concept, you just do it a heck of a lot faster. Okay, so those 7 days go by throughout. Obviously, you can see that I sprinkle in things about our programs and our products and all of that. When we're getting towards day 4 in a 7-day group, to me, day 4 is when you really start thinking about, okay, how can I make sure that these people are having a ton of fun and may want to join something else? I'd recommend not starting to talk about your next group or maybe your team or even products. I would not wait till the end, because unfortunately you get towards the end and people start dropping off, even if it's just 7 days. How many of you guys see that in regular challenge groups, right? So at least day 4, maybe even day 3, but I wouldn't do it on 1 or 2 because you might turn people off. But anyway, you got to start doing the sprinkling of things. And what I started to do as an example is just talk more about our team. So in there, for example, on this looks like it was day 5, for an extra raffle. So again, for the raffle for that night, if anybody joined in our sneak peek into Team Heartstrong page, and that's another idea for a free group, by the way. I think some may do this. This is an ongoing Facebook group that anybody can join to just learn more about our team. I share all the challenge groups going on, but I share a lot more about the coaching opportunity in there. It's an ongoing group. So if anybody joined into that, they got a raffle entry. And guess what? They join in, they click over, and all of a sudden they're reading about it and they're learning about our team. Same thing for our next group. The next group that we're doing is called Fit for the 4th. It starts June 10th. That was intentional to give us time between the end of this and the start of that group so that people could potentially order a pack or something to get ready. They have the opportunity to join into that and get an extra raffle entry. I also shared anybody who joined our team in that time. So maybe this is a good example. Shilpa was in the free group. She joined Team Heartstrong at that time, and I did a shout out right in this particular free group because people are starting to see, whoa, this is something I maybe could do more of. Let's see. And then you've seen it a couple times. I put in information about Morning Meltdown because that's coming out again, more just, hey, this is really cool. So the concept is to get people interested in moving on to the next step. You'll also notice well after the group was over, so a week after, I did open up an opportunity to join a different free group. I say that because you will definitely have people who really love free groups and the only thing they ever do in their lives is free groups. And maybe that's okay, but you don't want that to become the regular thing. So I didn't do it until way after when I had the opportunity to engage with people who showed interest in a non-free group. So like Erin said, you want people to do something. So I'm not going to turn people ever away from anything. But I didn't promote the next free group until well after the challenge was over. And that one happens to be not led by myself, but led by Ashley, who's on our team. And it's more on nutrition, which is pretty cool. All right, so one more thing that's very critical with free groups is you might have this great group and all this engagement, and then what, right? Maybe they'll join the sneak peek into Team Heartstrong. Maybe they'll say that they want to join the next group, but you can't just sit there. You've got to engage with the people who are in it. So on top of engaging within the free group, I am in constant conversation via messenger or text or phone, whatever works, with the people who were or are engaged in the group. The prize winners, obviously, are critical, making sure that they know that I'm still here. They're on my list. So probably, gosh, I want to say 5 of the challenge packs that I sold in May were people who were in this free group, and I followed up with and talked to and worked through and eventually moved into a pathway of a challenge pack. It's also a handful of the people who I will probably have challenge packs for June. It doesn't happen overnight. Some of them will be 5 months from now. Some of them will never do it. But you have to make sure that you don't just expect that they're going to now come to you and ask you to do more. They're probably not. Maybe, but generally speaking, what you want to do, and I'll just give an example message. Hey, so glad you joined the Burpees and Bubbly Challenge. Did you have fun? Something simple, not like, hey, you want to buy a challenge pack? Don't do that. Just start the conversation, and then eventually you can say, what'd you love about it? Hey, would you like to maybe join my next one? Da, 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 da. So just make sure you add on your list of things to do. Don't let the free group just kind of fizzle out and not follow up with people who were engaged in it even once or twice. One more tip, and then I will stop because I keep going real long. What I recommend is the fact that this is a closed group means it's always there. So when I have several free groups I've done over the years, I actually post new challenge groups or new programs into this free group later on. So I have one, for example, that we did that was a huge one last year. That's crock pots and crunches. It just happened to be a popular one. I posted about this free group in there. I posted about our fifth Fit for Fourth. I've posted about our sneak peek into Heartstrong. Randomly, I'll show up there and be like, hey, missed you guys. You know, did you have champagne today? It's a way to keep some connections going. So maybe add that to your to-do list on going into old free groups and posting and showing up in there every once in a while. Okay, was that helpful? What questions can I answer? Did I just make you all like want to go to sleep? I hope not. Okay, good. Let me get back to the.
Courtney, it was perfect.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I can't see all of you for a second.
You're very thorough. No, you're very thorough. Like, I feel like it's awesome. I think what will be awesome is posting a link so we can take a look.
Yeah.
I just feel we already know that you're smart, but like now we know that.
Oh goodness!
Like,
thank you.
Girl.
Thank you.
No, what I mean, this would have been so fun. Like, people would have been excited to show up every day, you know. And I feel like the prizes, the raffles, everything. It was so smart. You're so smart, and you shared like everything. That's what I love about our team. We share what works. I love it. Thank you. I don't have any questions. I mean, so I guess one question could be is, can you share or think of one example of how you promoted it on your news feed? Like, what did that look like? And how often did you do that?
Yeah, very good question. So I actually promoted this one on my newsfeed more than I do most groups. I'm not going to lie. And that's because for whatever reason, first of all, I just had the confidence to do so. I mentioned at the beginning, this group, I was totally engaged. So I don't want this to come out the wrong way, but it re-engaged me too. Like, I was excited to get in there and be like, let's do this. I posted on my actual newsfeed at least 3 times a week. Now, that's not just saying here's the event. That's a quote about champagne or a quote about burpees. People do like to read the word free, so put that in the message. And I do recommend, kind of the drop the emoji or the heart or whatever. The other thing we didn't talk about is I also promoted it on stories, and that was even more often. That might have, I don't want to say daily, let's just call it every other day, every third day. I would share something with the poll feature, or generally the poll feature actually, on both Instagram and Facebook. The other thing is the person I collaborated most with, the Burpees and Bubbly, is more of an IG person. So she promoted it, so there was a crossover. So every time she promoted it and I copied it, and that collaboration, again, you don't have to do that right away, but it brought in some people that I did not know. She happens to be from Canada, and because she's from Canada, Beachbody's there, and so that was a strategic move on my part. I wasn't going to collaborate with somebody who didn't have a opportunity for Beachbody, but it gets more blood that way. But I'd say at least 2 times a week, maybe more on your newsfeed, and almost every day on your stories. Just throw it in there. Want to join in some fun, drop me a heart or message me, or do one of the poll features. Right now, there's a new quiz on IG. I don't know if you saw on stories where you can pick like A, B, C, or D. Maybe you can do one. If I were doing this again, I'd say, do you like red wine, white wine, champagne, or whatever? Somebody answers, boom, invite them to the group. I also, if you have Linktree on IG, I did put a link to the Bubblies event on that. And I actually got some traction through that. I'm working on Instagram, but there was some attraction. But for the first time, I was able to see some IG people. Now, what you do have to do on IG, though, is make sure you can get them onto Facebook to join the group. It is an extra step, but it is, hey, 5 people to me is a win, because that's 5 more people that wouldn't have been there before. So stories, do it like mad. And on your newsfeed, maybe 3 times a week.
You did it. You said it all. You did it. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Anybody feeling motivated right now about this? Yeah.
Yeah.
The key about this, why it went so well for Courtney, is because this was her, right? This is something she would have wanted to be a part of. And so that's why she started off by saying, make sure like this is something that you would love. And so think about what is your strong suit? Like, I was talking to Shannon Daly the other day, and hers is dessert. That sister loves dessert. And she's trying to figure out the healthiest way to make chocolate everything that she can. I'm like, that's your free group, right? And so I love that you added fitness to it though too. And you showcase the programs. Like that's kind of my favorite part. And when I saw your video, I was like, oh, I don't know how to do that. But I'm so glad to hear that you're like,
yep, totally this. That was it. I'm in my basement and I'm like, Peyton, don't talk. You know, I mean, it's life. It's life, right?
Yeah. Like, and if she did talk, everybody would be like, oh, she's real, right? I mean, like, you care. That's so awesome. I mean, that's perfect. You weren't messing with editing or anything.
No, none.
Like, boom, boom. Yeah. You're so smart.
I wish I could do editing, my friends. Yeah. That's Cecily and a couple others on my team. But no, 1 minute clips, boom, right from Bod.
Yeah, I love that you found a collaborator. And here's the thing is that, I mean, this was just somebody that was already in her network, right? That she was following, that she was kind of inspired by. And so I love that too, because you brought a different vibe to it. I love that you brought in some other network marketing, you know, I think that's super smart. So
it worked out. You know, you wonder because are you competing with those people? I do think you have to be smart about it. You don't want to collaborate with somebody who would kind of steal, right? But they were so very different and they kind of went together in my mind. So workout clothes, and for me, again, I like bubbly, wine, and fitness. You can do all three, right?
Yeah.
So just be smart. You don't want to insert foot in mouth and compete with somebody during it. But it was a risk, but it worked out. And each of the people I collaborated with also saw huge results in their businesses. And that's pretty cool. Like that to me, that's just pretty cool.
I mean, I'm going to go on her website and buy those pants. Like just looking
best
at them right
pants
now.
Ever. I have a code and then she gave me a code. So, heart strong. There you go. I'll send you all the link, guys. It's really, the leggings are the best thing in the world.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, it's fun, and that's what we do on social media. It's fun, it's inspiring. We shop. I mean, people go to social to shop. Like that's what people are doing on social media. Is they're like, where do I need to get the next pair of workout pants or whatever? So I love that. It's all you, and that's what we need to be. We need to be ourselves. 100%. That allowed her to find her niche, and that's what allowed these conversions and for Courtney to show up with enthusiasm the entire time. If I were to do a crock pot group, it would be a snooze fest. Like it would be awful. And that's not what my people want. Maybe your people do, but my people don't want that. They're like, no, I don't want that at all. So they're like, give me the next best margarita recipe, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, this was great. Courtney, I appreciate you showing up on vacation. First of all, and also just letting us into your business and to what you did with your team and what May looks like and what June looks like, because I think this helps everybody see give without expecting anything in return. And, you know, there's this quote, oh gosh, I wish I'd remembered it, by Jim Rohn, but it was basically like, if you give everybody everything they want, you'll get everything that you want. You know, that kind of idea. I may have just butchered that. I'm very, very bad at repetition of quotes, but, and I feel like that's what a lot of what we do adds so much value, bring your enthusiasm, your personality. And so this was perfect. So thank you so much. And thank you to everybody on here showing up tonight. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night on Jericho's call. You guys and everybody listening to the recording, it's 9:30. I'll probably upload this tomorrow onto YouTube, so I'll post it to the team page later. But thanks again so much, Courtney, and thank you to everybody tonight for showing up. Remember, the goal for June, even July, is to share something. Right? Start people with something, at least 10 people with something. And there's so many solutions that you can start people with. Lead with the challenge packs because that's the total solution, but also be creative, but also open your eyes and listen to what people need. And maybe even highly recommend that you get somebody, join up with some forces with some other coaches, maybe reach out to your coach, get a free group on the calendar. You're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it will bring a lot of joy to you, and it will allow you to open up your arms to more people, and it will allow you to create a huge wide net, to cast a wide net of people that you can build relationships with and invite to be a part of your challenge group. So thank you so much, Courtney, and everybody else. You guys have a great rest of your night, okay? I'll see you later.